Canadian, please? Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ooh la la.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can be.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no war. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. In Kenya they have safaris with mixed lots of other countries, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ooh la la.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can be.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no war. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
Britain got the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. tend to freeze. We got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We took out the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ouh là là.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
We took out the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no war. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
We took out the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can't build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. In Kenya they have safaris with mixed lots of other countries, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We took out the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ouh là là.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
We took out the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3, live multiculturally. Step 4, you ready? There is no war. We got beavers, caribou, and moose. We got buffalo, bears, and Canadian goose. And we're sorry about Celine Dion, but she did do that good song for James Cameron. Cameron.
We took out the monarchy, the US has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The Greeks all chill with Socrates, can't build a wall like the Chinese, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. please. Even if in winter things tend to freeze, we got the world monopoly on trees, and our country's bordered by 3 different seas.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. We invented the zipper, we got expertise. We made insulin to combat disease. Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
Et si ce n'était pas assez, on a 2 langues officielles, l'anglais et le français. Ooh la la.
Yeah, I know that you wanna be Canadian, please. Where else do you find mounted police or go to the hospital and not pay fees? I know that you wanna be Canadian, please.
And when fresh water's in high demand, we got the world's largest supply on hand. So you know that we can make a pretty good friend, but it's even better if you can.
We took out the monarchy, the U.S. has the money, but I know that you wanna be Canadian. The French will get the wine and cheese, koalas chew with the Aussies, but I know that you wanna be Canadian.
So you're thinking to yourself, how do I live in this beautiful country? Well, I've got some steps for you to follow.
Step 1, lose the gun. Step 2, buy a canoe. Step 3.
Oh, God, my freaking ears. Because I forgot to turn down the volume before I clicked the intro button. God damn it. Box! Hi!
Hi guys.
Hi, everybody. Oh my God, my ears. Jesus. So, today's a thing. Again, because every day is a thing. You know, I almost wish every stream night there was no news.
I know.
And then I read the news and I go, oh look, there's fucking news. I mean, yay, we have stuff to talk about, but fuck, there's news. Fuck. Christ. It means we did something stupid. Because what's your quote? If America gets a cold, we get fucking diarrhea or some shit?
Sorry, repeat that?
I said if America gets a cold, we get the shits.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I said when America gets a cold, we get cancer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yours was nicer.
I just took it further because I'm more morbid. But you know, you know what? Gonorrhea is pretty nasty too.
I think we have gonorrhea just because it's nastier and it makes me feel better to say it.
It's the curse from India because they're still laughing at us for our prime minister kind of dancing like Aladdin.
Jen sounds like she's underwater again. I don't understand why that's happening. I mean, I used to know how to fix that. But now I don't. And I don't know. Let's see. Properties.
Blah, 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 blah.
Default. Speakers.
So as far
Okay.
as that goes.
Okay. Jen, say stuff.
Hello.
All right.
Is it me you're looking for?
It is. It is totally you that we're looking for. Is that any better, Box? Because if it isn't, I'll fucking know. I don't... You know what? Maybe I'll just turn on my own damn stream and listen to it myself.
Would you like me to keep talking? I
Yes.
don't know what to say. Now that I have the pressure on me, I don't know what to say. Oh dear. The only thing I've read lately, unfortunately, goes back to Will Smith because unfortunately, goes back. I am so underwater.
Sorry, yeah, you are still underwater, goddamn. What is it with my OBS setup? Why? Why? Alright, OBS. So that wasn't the right one. So, let's try...
You sound like you've got two on.
like two of the things that would be feeding back in for sound. There's two on the OBS, like one for.
Oh yeah, I'm playing with that,
audio
but I'm
and-
I'm trying to get the output correct. Okay, now it's better. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, okay, all right.
Sounds good. All right.
I got this. Woo!
Sounds good.
Yeah. Now you're above water and can breathe and stuff.
Yeah.
Until I do this. Just kidding. Okay. You know, I should make sure that this one is the default thing too. Yeah, okay. Alright, settings are the same.
I'm gonna finish my train of thought though, because that way we can leave Will Smith behind because we have other more important things to talk about. But it turns out that I was right. His wife is going to throw him under the bus. I was like, I told you so. Nothing you're gonna do is gonna be the right decision, sir, because you're with a narcissist. He's also, I also was following along with this because the guy that I've been following who's been explaining narcissists also explains other guys. So it's called the Dirty Empath. Because a lot of people flock to a guy like a Will Smith because he comes across as a empathetic person, but because he's human and he's decided to pick up home with a narcissist, he's become a dirty empath, which is where you're like, I live with somebody who treats me like shit. I kind of know what it feels like to feel like shit. I'm kind of angry and emotional. This person makes me feel good. You know what? This person makes me feel like shit, but this person doesn't. And this person cheated on me. So now that I've made an excuse for why I'm cheating, I'm going to cheat on you. Which is something that narcissists like, because they like to have stuff over you. So you know what you do when you have a narcissist in your life? You run away and you give them the silent treatment. That's what you do. Sorry. Not sorry. And that's what I learned from Will Smith. You're welcome. Passing the torch.
You're not wrong. You're really not wrong. Wait a minute.
This guy I listen to is really good. I mean, he does a much more thorough job, and he's got a thick British accent, and he's very much a narcissist, but I'm like, you know what? He lays it out in layman's terms. I'm like, thank you, sir.
I know why she sounded like she was underwater. Oh, fuck. This is all my fault. Oh, Jesus.
Busted.
Joker! Wasn't sure if you walked away or not.
I've been here the whole time.
Wasn't sure. You were quiet.
Okay, so,
You're the
hey,
master
big
of
girl.
being quiet.
Oh, is that better?
Yeah, Jesus. I know what I did. Oh, no. Okay. What did you do? Well, what I did was, I thought to myself, my microphone is not picking up my speakers. Nope, not at all, because I have them at such a level that my microphone is not going to pick up my speakers. Lies. All lies. Just saying, all lies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join Discord twice, but I'm going to have the other account on mute, so then I can have you guys in my speaker, or in my headset. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Like that. And then, everything will be good. I hope.
Alrighty.
Are you sure
Okay,
about that?
oh shit. But the problem is
No.
I can hear myself. Wait,
So
but I
you
can
mute
turn
one
my
and
other
deafen
self
the other.
down. I got this.
So deafen the mic one and mute the hearing one.
Exactly. Perfect idea, trucker. I would have never thought of that on my own because I am a woman. Steve!
But you're also a blind woman. It's benefits.
Yeah. Okay, so now I hope I have fixed the problem, and you should be coming through my output. Okay, Jen, say stuff.
Hello.
Yes, okay, you're coming through my output. Woo! I did this correctly.
Yay.
All right, so now we can move on to other things that are more relevant, you know? It's really hard to find Canadian news, by the way, that's actually interesting. But,
And not depressing.
yes. And so I've decided that this is hilarious. I think I know why it's happened. It's because Trudeau is French, and the name of this oil project is also French. That's what happens. So, yeah, federal government approves controversial Bay du Nord oil project, which basically means he'll let the French have it. Because he hates Alberta, so Newfoundland can have it. So, mega project off eastern Newfoundland may go into production as early as 2028. Which means that sucks. But, you know, I mean, getting oil from the East Newfoundland and water and stuff, you know, that is way better than doing it on land because our track record for oil and water, oof. Yeah. We have a great track record for that, don't we? The fish are going to love it. Federal Environment Minister Stephen Foran, formally approved the Bay du Nord offshore oil mega project Wednesday, making a decision that will
Lucky
infuriate
Charms donation. I shoved my microphone up my bum without
environmentalists,
lube.
but
If you
boost
weren't
the
blind, I would
Newfoundland
send you a
and
picture,
Labrador
BG.
economy.
You can hear my heartbeat through my booty
Yeah.
cavity.
Wow. So, why won't you just give Alberta what they want again? Okay. In a statement Wednesday evening.
They just like telling us no.
True. Foreign guy said he has determined that the project would not cause significant adverse environmental effects, even though it's not going to be on land. So in other words is, if you get oil from underwater, there's not significant adverse environmental effects. I mean, it's still oil, but it's underwater, and it doesn't look as nasty as getting it, you know, inland. With the implementation of mitigation measures. So with the implementation of the government telling you what to do means there's not going to be significant adverse environmental effects. Okay. We accept the conclusions of the Impact Assessment Agency of Canada. We have one of those? Jesus. On the Bay du Nord project. Why? Because no reason. Foreign said the decision was difficult to make. Oh, really? You just had to go stamp done. How difficult was it? But pointed out that the project is subject to 137 conditions, including one that the project would have to meet net zero emissions by 2050.
I think they're gonna fail.
They are going to fail because here's the thing. In order for Canada to meet net zero emissions by 2050, nobody can ever fart again. Or poop. We are no longer able to poop. By 2050, we are going to figure out a way to evacuate our bowels without actually pooping. Matter of fact, by 2050, all Canadians are just going to be full of shit.
Yeah. Well, some of us. I mean, 3 times blackface. Full of shit. Totally full of shit.
Yeah. In a statement Wednesday evening, Equinor called the federal environmental decision an important milestone for the project. Really? You think? We now look forward to progressing this key investment in Canada, which has the potential to produce the lowest carbon oil in the country. Okay, but how? How is this the lowest carbon oil in the country? What is so different between Newfoundland and Alberta and BC? You still haven't actually explained that, okay? You cannot just call yourself the experts. You actually have to explain your mathematics here, because I think you're full of shit.
Simple enough, the sheer amount of people who kiss Trudeau's ass.
Environmental activists and climate scientists have long panned the proposed Bay du Nord development, saying it flies in the face of the federal government's climate goals. Yeah, because the federal government realizes we're gonna need some fucking gas soon. The decision comes despite disagreement within Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Liberal cabinet. Okay, so what you're saying is that your climate scientists, which would be the experts, are not happy. And you think they would be happy if oh, hi Box, what did I do?
Hello. You missed a donation.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Whoops.
Shit, that means
is
I
all.
talked over it. Thanks, Box.
Yep.
Ah,
Bye.
fuck. Bye. Shit. Hi, Cryptic. How's it going, buddy? Damn it, I missed a donation. Oh, damn, because I was just too into this. All right, let me finish reading what I was fucking reading, and then I will do the thing. So yeah, if the climate scientists are upset, but you say it's the lowest, what did they fucking call it? The lowest carbon oil in the country. Who's wrong? Probably both, but, you know, the decision comes despite disagreement within the caucus. Radio Canada reported that cabinet members from Quebec, Ontario, and British Columbia were opposed to its approval. Why? The three biggest provinces that decide everything for everyone have decided, Newfoundland, fuck you. You're really tiny, and we say fuck you. And why are we opposed to it anyways? Because, again, you're supposed to be the people leading the country, which means you should understand that our climate is going to make those batteries fucking useless. So...
Because it doesn't affect them, therefore, they don't care. And that's just the sad fact of it.
Yep. Let's see. At a St. John's news conference on Wednesday evening, Fury called the approval a giant step forward for the project. In other words, this Newfoundland's going to make a lot of money. Those Newfies are going to all spend it at the same bar. I know it. Because it's Newfoundland, so they probably only have one. We poured all our energy into making sure that all parties involved, provincially, nationally, and internationally, understood the value of this project. Okay.
Probably no.
Yeah, Newfoundland, you're really good at that, huh? And I mean, it's gonna be years in the making. All right, I'm gonna go check Streamlabs now because I'm getting a text message, and it's probably something along the lines of, fuck, I'm still there. Okay. Honey Bunny, you're sending me messages? Why are you sending me messages? You know I'm live. What's going on here? Oh, okay. He's just responding to stuff I sent him messages earlier. Even though he knows I'm live, but that's fine. I'll kick him in the balls later. Okay, I don't want to download your stupid fucking app. I just want to log in. God damn it. No, I don't want to download your shit. No, fuck off. God damn it. Oh my god. Where is the... Can I not just log in? Can I not just log in? Why won't you just let me log in? Why won't you just let me log in? Again, just let me log in. No, I don't want the live stream video games and shit. I don't want slobs. Go away. I don't want it. 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 Oh, God damn
He does not consent to you, sir.
I do not consent to any of this shit. None of it. I just...
Mind.
Ah, come on. God damn it. You know what? It's getting really difficult to check out donations and shit. And I'm almost not looking forward to donations now, which is sad because it's money. What are you doing? No, I don't want you to check local files. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop updating. I just downloaded you 2 days ago. Stop it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'll read the donation when it's done updating its shit. Because it clearly doesn't want to let me read anything, right? Freaking meow. No, I don't want to see YouTube through the Slobs app. Fuck off. God damn it. You know, I used to love Streamlabs back when you could just click on it and then click the login button. It was very nice when you could just log in. It was awesome. And now it's not. I don't. Oh, god damn it. This is... Why? No, I'm gonna sue you because I'm fucking blonde and you're screwing with me. So I'm just gonna sue you for being unaccessible by me.
Yeah. Tell him. You tell him, blind girl.
Yeah, the event list. There we go. Log in. I want to see shit in real time. Let's log in here. I've clicked the login button. Take me to my stuff. Okay. Recent events, because it's an event. Don't you know? It's a good event. 13 minutes ago, Big Dro donated $5. Thanks, Dro.
Thanks, Joe.
I shoved my microphone up my bum. Really? Without lube? Honestly, dude, if you weren't blind, I would send you a picture, BG. You can hear my heartbeat through my booty cavity. Okay, you know, I think at one point a doctor asked Green if he shoved anything up his asshole. There is a Streamlabs app, not slobs. You know what? Shut up, you autist. God damn it. I just like things the way they used to be, where the login button was right there, and it just wasn't hard to see stuff, because now it is, and that makes me sad, because I suck at technology, and it's just making me sad. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. I was back at the CBC. So, Newfoundland has an oil rig, and they never really did explain how it's going to be the lowest carbon oil thing. You know, you'd think that they'd be proud of a low carbon oil thing, and they would tell us how it's going to be low carbon, but I feel like it's just a lie that they want us to believe because they are the experts. Even though the experts are saying net zero carbon, even though carbon comes out your butthole. I guess maybe, like I said, maybe they're gonna invent some way for us to stop pooping.
Right?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And these beautiful experts are now going to tell us about our beautiful military that I didn't know existed until 5 seconds ago. Defense getting billions of dollars in new money from Thursday's budget, says a source. Is the name of that source going to be offered up so we know it's actually legit? The new money, as much as $8 billion, won't bring the defense budget up to
Lucky Charms
NATO's
donation.
2%
Hey,
target.
blind fingerling potatoes.
Huh.
Did you know that a spud
Well,
can be
that's good
used
to
as a
know.
toy?
So,
I mean,
Trudeau
next
gave
time
us
you eat
money,
potatoes,
but not
think
enough
of where it
money
was before you
for
put
us
it in your
to
mouth.
actually
Especially with
keep
sour
up with
cream.
the NATO budget.
Giggity.
Well, he.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's special. I
the
mean,
federal-
we've always known he was special.
oh, he is just so special. That he had calendars of himself
Well, yeah. Of course.
because he's so special. The special budget is expected to pour up to $8 billion in new money into the Department of National Defense, or the D&D as we like to call it. Yes?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Box.
Donation.
Oh, son of a bitch! I mean, yay! Yay! Big, God damn it.
How does
Lucky Charms donation.
Thank
I'm
you,
the
Big
source.
Dro,
I
for
pulled
the
the defense money
$5.
out of my... Well, let's
I'm
just
the
say that
source.
money should
I
be
pulled
laundered
the
before
defense
giving it to
money
those
out
people.
Of my, well, let's just say that money should be laundered before giving it to those people. I would have stuck with washed. You know how many cavities you have to put money? Oh, bye, Box. Thanks, Box. Thank you, Big Dro. But we really didn't need to know where you put the money, and since none of us are going to be touching it, we really didn't even need to know that you were the source. Just saying. That's gross. Big Dro, don't lie. It's you. It's totally you. Like, who else would it be?
I don't know. I was gonna say there's still one more.
What? What do you mean there's still one more?
There's still one more donation.
Oh, God. Hey, blind fingerling potatoes. Did you know that a spud can be used as a toy? Okay, really? I mean, technically anything can be used as a toy if you get creative enough, but I actually didn't need to know that your toy of choice was a potato. I mean, next time you eat potatoes, think of where it was before you put it in your mouth, especially with sour cream. Giggity. Thanks, Big Dro, for the $5. Although, I'm really glad that I peel all potatoes that go in this vase. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I peel all potatoes. All of them. That's just fucking gross. But yeah, CBC News has learned an investment that will lean heavily on improving the military's ability to defend North America. Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland, fuck you, bitch, will deliver the new fiscal plan on Thursday. A senior government source speaking on Background Wednesday said that the budget's billions of dollars in new defense spending will be over and above the increases the Liberal government committed to in its 2017 defense policy. Okay. As Defense Minister Anita Anand signaled in a speech last month that nobody remembered, the federal government is making a major multi-year investment by printing money in NORAD, the joint U.S.-Canada Air and Maritime Defense Command. The backbone of NORAD is a chain of radar stations that are nearing the end of their service life. In other words, we should probably do something about that. Okay. So when Canada is upgrading its military, you got a problem. But then again, the world is rearming. I guess nuclear deterrence is not a thing. Just saying. The only thing is our big button is to the south of us, so I guess we gotta be nice to Biden. Anand recently acknowledged that the Canadian military's stock of weapons it can donate has been largely depleted. Oh wow.
Surprise!
The source said Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky's top request of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government is for more arms. Yeah, well, we got our moose, buddy. You want to rely on somebody? Don't let it be Canada because we fucking suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Like, honestly. And our military used to be so awesome.
Well, yeah, we used to be peacekeepers. Well, I used to think we were peacekeepers, but
That's what they wanted us to think.
Yeah, I know, right?
I guess better late than never, right? I guess.
Right?
Two Nova Scotia RCMP officers who spotted the gunman responsible for killing 22 people in April 2020 describe how they stumbled upon him at a gas station. Wow. And you're proud of that. That you're just like, oh shit, that's the guy. I mean, it's not like you're going, dude, I think he's going to be at this gas station. We're going to have a sting. No. You're proud because you stumbled upon him. In other words, is you had no leads and just by chance was like, oh shit, that's the guy. Why would you celebrate that? That's something an American would laugh at us for.
As they should.
Like, that is just sad. Like, why? Why do we celebrate such stupid shit? Oh, and here's some more brilliance. This is, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys this just so you can see that I'm not making this shit up because, I mean, I don't know why I would, but I'm not. Police officers who handcuffed Indigenous man and his granddaughter outside of a bank ordered suspended for misconduct. Now, I will tell you, this happened in 2019. Okay? So something they did 3 years ago, they're like, you suspended now. You want to know why? Because it's bad PR. That's their only crime, was bad PR.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming he was innocent.
Lucky Charms donation.
But still,
did you know
like,
that I like to dip my
you were
fingers in
suspected
Carolina
of a-
Reaper
oh,
hot
shit.
sauce before rubbing it on the tip of my peen?
Oh, God.
Hurts
Oh,
like
no.
hell, but it makes
Oh,
me tons
God.
of money on OnlyFans. Jen
you
gets
know
a free membership since she's my
I
manager.
like to dip my fingers in Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Jesus. Before rubbing it on the tip of my peen.
No.
I don't think you have a peen anymore, bud. Hurts like hell, but it makes me tons of money on OnlyFans. Jen gets a free membership since she's my manager.
Uh-huh. I don't remember
Wow.
signing up for that, but okay.
Oh my God, I now have a response. Okay. The definition of Asianness is knowing that that is a really hot pepper and being able to take it, put on your penis. Yeah. That's it.
All right.
That's it. Yep. I mean, thank you, Big Dro, for letting me know. Your therapy bill will be in the mail.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
Your voice is fine, Box. All right, so 2 Popo officers who handcuffed a brown skin and his 12-year-old granddaughter outside a Bank of Montreal branch in downtown Vancouver more than 2 years ago. Yeah, it's 3 years ago, you motherfucker. Have been ordered suspended and ordered to apologize for their serious, blameworthy misconduct. A disciplinary decision posted online Wednesday said both Vancouver Popo officers committed misconduct when they handcuffed Maxwell Johnson, then 56, and his granddaughter outside the bank in December 2019.
Yeah, why the granddaughter?
Yeah, and what did they suspect him for is what I want to know. Because, like, were they actually suspected of, like, robbing the bank or something? Because that's the case. It's reasonable. Were they just, like, misidentified? If they're misidentified, that's an actual mistake, which, again, is reasonable.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know that you would necessarily need to cuff the child, though. Like, the parent would be sufficient, usually.
The kid is a juvenile, and if they are a delinquent a suspected delinquent, then yeah, handcuffing them with young cuffs. It depends on the crime they're suspected of committing. I have found that both officers acted oppressively in their dealings with Mr. Johnson and his granddaughter. The officers' actions in arresting and handcuffing the parties was undertaken without reasonable and probable grounds. Okay, but what were the grounds? 2 vulnerable persons. What makes them vulnerable? What makes them vulnerable? Because they're natives, they're just automatically vulnerable. It's kind of racist. We're exposed to unnecessary trauma and fear and left with a serious perception of unfairness in their treatment at the hands of police because they were handcuffed. Like, I get there's a little bit of trauma, but, like, if you can't handle just the trauma of being cuffed, they clearly let them go. If they didn't beat them up, I don't see the problem. But just because they have native skin, you cannot handcuff them. Is that what we're saying now? And if that's what we're saying, fuck you.
Well, they're gonna have a hard time with that, because I mean, they do it to every homeless person that's native. Like, they don't seem to have a problem with that. Sorry, I've seen many native in handcuffs being let off the transit. And then released once they're off.
The pair used government-issued Indian status cards. Okay, so they'd been trying to open an account for his granddaughter at the bank. They used the government-issued Indian status cards, his birth certificate, and her medical card as identification. But an employee became suspicious and phoned 911. Okay, so it was a misunderstanding. That's not oppression. A misunderstanding is not oppression.
They also don't even know what the misunderstanding was. Like, for all you know, maybe the misunderstanding was like, well, is this really your kid?
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, that's a reasonable misunderstanding. I still don't necessarily agree with cuffing the kid in that case, because if you thought maybe it was a child that doesn't belong to the parent, that's why I hesitate a little bit, just because it's a 12-year-old. Like, I understand a 12-year-old could still be big enough to you know, hold their own if they really needed to.
Officers
I don't want to
arrived and handcuffed Johnson and his granddaughter outside the bank on a busy downtown street. Both were released within the hour. Okay, so it was just a misunderstanding. I mean, it's a little stressful, but I wouldn't say it's traumatizing. Like, there's a difference between you caused them unneeded stress because of a misunderstanding and trauma. Like, they gotta go top
Lucky Charms
shelf.
donation.
Trauma.
Look, we'll
no,
level
no, no,
with
no.
you, okay?
Trauma
We sent
is
all
my
the good stuff
difficulty
to
of using
support
the stove because
Zelensky's
my
bullshit.
apartment burned down last
He's a
year.
good whiny
That's
brat,
fucking trauma.
a bit like the PM. We
A
need replacements so we can send
where
more.
You're handcuffed and then released within the hour, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, dude, this matter's been cleared up. We're sorry." That's not trauma. That's just a little bit of stress. Like, get out of here! You're telling me that because they're native, they can't handle a little bit of stress?
It makes me wonder if there's more to the story. Like, it's one of those things where I do actually appreciate the people with the cell phones nowadays, because at least then you can see what was going on. Like, you know, maybe the cops were overly like harsh with them. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't hear the words. You know, I don't know what was being spoken. I don't know their treatment. Like, I can envision what our guys would do, but. Like, I've seen our guys do both. Like, I've seen our guys be really nice, and I've seen our guys be, like, shitbags. I don't know.
Oh,
so they're really leaving
no. The natives here are shit, because listen to this one, okay? So 3 years later, they're suspended. So they ask for a statement from Johnson, the grandfather, and he goes, I was surprised by the decision and also happy that we are moving forward. You mean you haven't fucking moved forward since? With it. And we are finally getting somewhere. What do you mean getting somewhere? What do you fucking mean by that? By Zoom call. It's been 2 years, and it has been really hard on us physically and mentally. I can't wait for this to be all over and done with. And hopefully people learn something from this. What, to not arrest natives because they could lose their job? You piece of shit. And then the asshole natives that beat their wives can't get arrested because oppression? You want that? You want that reality? Because that's what's coming.
Not to mention the fact that he's technically the grandfather. So yeah, I would understand somebody questioning, why are you bringing them in and not the parents? Like, there are some questions there. I'm sorry, there would be some.
Probably
Like,
because
I'm
their
not saying he
parents
doesn't
aren't
have
around.
the authority to do it, but I mean, you know, a grandparent does have some authority, but usually you make arrangements with a parent. So I don't know. I don't know that, like, it's different with natives. Like, I do know that your family dynamic is a lot different, but I don't normally. Tracker, do you usually have grandparents doing that stuff unless they have like a legal reason to?
The reason is probably the parents aren't around.
That's exactly, yeah. You know, so as a bank person, you don't necessarily, like, you don't know that kind of stuff. That's why you ask for clearance, you know? Like,
oh no.
Because, like,
grandparents being overly protective.
no, it's more of just like for legal reasons. Why are you opening this?
Sorry, wrong button.
It has to do with the authority thing, like, you know, usually if there's a passment of guardianship, like, that's something that's what I mean, like,
my grandparents, if my grandparents had gone into the bank, they would have looked at my grandparents and said, "Do you have authority to open a name or open an account for him?" If my grandfather said yes, they'd open the account.
Okay.
Mind you, there's a multiple. I mean, we are talking multiple generational drift between when I was 12 years old and now.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, I don't know that kind of stuff because I've never, like, my parents have savings for me, but I don't have any legal access to that. Like, that has to do with inheritance. So
Well, that's trust. That's just
Yeah.
a trust.
so yeah, so different stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Canadian Department of Defense has tipped $5. Thank you, Department of Defense Canadian. But, look, we'll level with you, okay? We send all the good stuff to support Zelensky's bullshit. He's a good, whiny brat, a bit like the Prime Minister. We need replacements so we can send more. Oh, Jesus.
BG, I think you might have another donation.
Yeah, I just read it.
Just checking. I'd rather check and be wrong.
Wait a minute, why is... Oh, okay.
Every sad face Zelensky makes, every tear that falls out of his eyes, I do not believe a fucking word of it. Not a word. Not one bit of it. For one simple reason and one simple reason only. He is an actor.
Yeah, one oligarchy to another. I just, the people caught up in the riffraff kind of sucks. But don't worry. The Native community has invited the officers to their territory for an official apology ceremony. Because there needs to be a ceremony over this shit. Natives, get your heads out of your fucking ass. Otherwise, I'm fucking white. Okay? That's it. I'm fucking white. That's it. I'm fucking white. This is bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I don't want to be looked at as a vulnerable victim because of my skin. And if you are okay with that, then you're not a native. I thought natives were better than
I just
this.
feel like this sounds like a guy who might just be kind of trying to get money.
That's what all natives are. They're all fucking race baiters. All of them. Every single fucking one of them. They're all fucking race baiters.
Cause like I can I can understand like your point of view being like, yeah, it is a little bit annoying that they checked on stuff, but like I could also understand the bank checking. I'm not saying that them checking wasn't maybe them thinking, oh well, this person's native. How do I know that they're not just being native? And that part's not right either. But at the same time, though, it's somebody else's child. You're still like they might be your grandchild, and they're by reason that's still your child. They're still somebody else's child, so they're going to question that. Just because they want to make sure that what they're doing is going to be okay for the child. That's all there is to it. Like, I do feel bad for the 12-year-old, though, because she just experienced probably the worst thing that somebody her age should see. Her grandfather behaving badly, adults behaving badly, and then just being like, oh, okay. And she's gonna enjoy that later in life.
Yeah.
'Cause what is she now, like 15? 14 now?
I don't know. I just can't anymore. Like, you natives are making us all look weak and stupid and petty. Ethiopia Rice Group. Okay, don't care. It's this petty shit that just pisses me off. Petty shit. Stupid, petty shit.
Yep. Gotta win your little battles too, so that way, you know, it'll make you feel better about the fact that you've not won on the important battles. I stand by it. That Flint shit. I mean, Flint isn't even ours. I'm just talking about our water. Our water problems still bug me. That still bugs me. Because they're not really... Nobody's really fixing the problem, not even the adults. Like, if they were my children, I would have moved from that area by now. I know that you think that you're restricted, but move, please.
Oh, this is even better. Newfoundland government lifts 15-year ban on onshore wind farms. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Let's kill some birds, why don't we? Energy Minister Andrew Parsons says companies already expressing interest. Of course they are, because they want a good we're in with the fucking climate whatever stamp.
As if those don't cause more like environmental damage down the long run too. Because you know you can't recycle them for shit. So guess what? That's gonna be in our oceans next, guys.
Yep, the Liberal government announced Tuesday that for the first time in 15 years, the province will allow companies to generate and export onshore wind energy. Wow. Industry, Energy, and Technology Minister Andrew Parsons, who now should just be booted out of office, told the House of Assembly the moratorium had been a barrier to wind investment and development. Yeah, well, you know what? Why was it banned? I want to know why it was banned, because I bet you it was a decent fucking reason, you moron. We're signaling to developers, to interested parties, that we are going to be open for business.
You know what I find really fascinating about this a little bit, BG, is like, you know, they're going to put up all these windmills, right? And one of the things that you got to acknowledge about Canada, or at least our provinces, like one of those things you might not know is we actually grow a lot of our wheat, you know? And I'm just saying there's a shit ton of a wheat shortage right now going on.
Yeah.
So they want to plant windmills everywhere. Do you know what you can't grow with windmills?
Food?
Wheat. Yes. Because it blocks it out. Like, a lot. And they're dangerous because they cause fires, which you don't want in a wheat field. But, you know, we're at war with Russia, and Ukraine supplies so many fucking countries with wheat.
It also coincides with the rebranding of the province's oil and gas regulator, which has dropped the word petroleum from its name in favor of energy, and is now the Canada, Newfoundland, and Labrador Offshore Energy Board. Yeah, because oil spills don't kill things. But he did say something, right? The devil is in the details. How do you store the energy? What does it mean for putting it on the grid? There's a lot of details here that need to be outlined and explained. Are you going to outline and explain it? Nope, that's the end of the article. So there's a lot of things we just don't know, but we're going to green light it and hope it doesn't kick us in the ass. And hope. I just, hey Red Feather, I just want to say fuck you to my country right now.
Oh, I know. I had some kid arguing with me earlier this week about how me being outraged about my prime minister being in blackface makes me an SJW. And I was just like, listen, I honestly don't give a shit if he was in blackface. It's the part where it's hypocrisy, and the fact that he does it all the time, and he has a drinking problem, which is part of the reason why I think he gets himself into so much shit. And he's a sociopath. Like, he's a raging sociopath. And he's a man-child. So, like, the 3 times blackface is just a way that he's letting you know that he's these things. He hasn't explained to me yet why that makes me an SJW, though. Like, I don't know. What's the definition of SJW nowadays? I thought it was social justice warrior. I'm like, I don't give a shit what you do socially. Just don't be a hypocrite.
You know, I try to sit with the idea that if you look at anybody deep enough, everybody is technically a hypocrite.
Right?
But there's hypocrite, and then really big hypocrite, and then really, really, really big hypocrite.
And then there's the hypocrite who's in charge of your life. You know, like, don't do as I do, but does it in front of you, but then legally makes it so you can't do it, but still does it in front of you.
Yeah. And that's why our leader, just like America, are both puppets. Because if we don't know who's really running the show, we can't hold them accountable for anything, can we?
Like,
Yet, we're somehow a democracy.
It's almost like I've had to explain to people before that it's not that I necessarily like Trump. I don't. I actually don't think he's a good person. But as a leader, he did okay. He's doing better than Biden. By a long shot. And I've said multiple times, I would have traded him for Trudeau.
Yeah. Yeah, so would I. So would I.
So, and I stand by that. I don't think he's a good person. You don't need to be a good person. You just need to be willing to put your work where your mouth is, you know, and be not so evil that you're unreasonable to talk to. Because Trump might have been a bastard, but he was still willing to talk to people he didn't like.
Yeah. Especially when he sinks a hole in one.
You know? Whereas Trudeau can't even talk to a bunch of truckers. I mean, he didn't have to talk to them to their face. They've said that on videos. They said, you know, video would have been fine, just an address to us. Like, hey guys, you know, let's work something out.
And I agree, a glass of water with a D on it would do better than Biden. You're not wrong, Red Feather. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our segment of the Canadian News Hour. Is there any final words that my co-host would like to give?
Well, I guess I should promote the Minions, because I'll be on there in a half an hour. And we'll be back on Friday, which I'll be hosting, and BG gets to take a little break from her OBS, and then she gets to pick on me, because I'll suck at it too.
Yeah. It's always my favorite
But
day.
that's okay. That's all good. I'm going to have the busiest day on Friday, though, because, you know, I have a dental appointment, and then I also have groceries, and then I'll be here. But that's fine, because this will be, like, woo after my mom.
Minions! I agree, Cryptic. Trucker. Anything?
Look at me, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. He's here. At least he's here.
Here!
He's present.
Hey.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Canadian podcast. I hope it's giving you guys sweet syrupy delights, and we'll see you Friday. And thanks for the donations, but goddamn, why are they so gross, Stro?
Honk, 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 honk.